morning, good afternoon, good evening, or dead of night as it may be. Welcome to the race, everyone. It's the Belgium Grand Prix. This is Crash with you live with coverage. Seeing you guys in chat calling out. You guys don't have to call me out anymore. I have been summoned. People are predicting stuff in chat. Max first, Kimi second, third, Lindbad. That's an interesting prediction. It is my birthday day today, so thank you so much, those who are mentioning in chat. It was outed by the boss on Friday, but hey, I am too old. Is my age older than you guys think? You'll be super duper fat after this race. Why? What are you eating, Wayne's? So we've got a penalty tango to deal with right now. We'll start from the back. Alonso is back to the grid. So um, looks like Aston Martin made several changes to their car, which puts because they went after Isaac's changes. They go to the back grid, then Isaac, 21st. You've got time to do bingo. If you want to pick Isaac as your driver, if you can get him in your role, that you'd be a great choice. 20 is Stroll is down 10 places. So he qualifies 22nd, gets a 10-place grid drop, and starts 20. Only in F1. 46, I don't get the reference to 46. But any chance of rain? It is officially a 10% chance of rain, but it has rained today already during F2. I don't know what happened. The track looks a little dampish, but dry. It just, someone, the track looks like water's been spilt on it, but it's okay for the wet for the slick tires. Moving on. We've got Sainz who's taken another 10 place, who's taken 10 places, is going to start 19th. Then we get Perez, Bottas, Ocon, Albon, Beerman, Norris, who's 13th. So he qualified third, 10 place penalty. So that's the other one. Those are the 10. So it was Norris, Sainz, Stroll, Isaac, and Alonso who took penalties. It's possible it can rain during this race, and it may be a part of the track gets hit with rain. Again, that's what happened with F2. Is that I think the part of the pit lane got hit with a little bit of sprinkles. So on. I want to thank everyone who's here right now. Like Think, like Philip, like Paula. Mayaki's here. Sid is here. We're at the top of the hour right now. So anyone else, if you guys are part of the channel, say something now so I can call you out. Elwax is here. These are people who have joined the channel here on YouTube. Thank you so much. Calling for Lieutenant Ring, report to the quarterdeck. So the formation lap has just started, everyone. Oh, what's going on? Someone stall? What's happened? So it was just okay. So all right. So what just happened is that Franco Copano took his dear time to get started, and there were marshals waving yellow flags at him to get his behind in gear. So he is moving. He is so yeah. This if you look, there's a gap between Hulkenberg, I believe it's Bortoletto, and Colpino. Lando was behind him, waiting for him to get his get going. So we are still in the formation lap. Antonelli, which is leading this, it's about to finish sector 2 into sector 3 right now. I thank everyone in chat who's saying hello to me. So many of you have said hello and have said happy birthday to me, so thank you so much. I want to thank everyone over in Twitch chat like Pharrell, Scholastic Turtle, Aiden, Rib is a first time chatter. Hello, hello. Pre-Bank is back. Alden's back. Apparently, I became a mod on my birthday last year. Huh. Celebrating my first year mod anniversary with the channel over on Twitch chat. I've been a mod on YouTube much longer though, so it's a different. It's not. Is it raining? Hold on. This is going to be a 44 lap race. They're now lining up on the grid. What are the predictions? Yeah, we're still in the formation lap right now. Yeah. Alonso's getting the advantage of being in the back of the grid, pulling a Sonny Hayes to warm up those tires. Do you think rain? It's possible that it could rain, Aiden. So the cars are in place. We have a green flag. One light, two, three, four, five lights, and we are racing in Spa right now. It's a good start by Antonelli. Take a look at right now. It's looking like we're spreading out in order right now. It looks like, yep, Max is going around. Oh, he makes a huge pass around Antonelli. So Max is taking the lead of this race after what? 3 turns? And they're 3 wide for a moment. Verstappen gets ahead. Oh, we've got an accident. Let me see who's Russell's in the gravel. Yellow flag. Russell is in gravel. He's turned at stops at turn 6 right now. You see right now. So with the battle with Antonelli and Max, Max couldn't keep the straight line speed, and Leclerc was able to get ahead. Yellow flag right now. Russell's rankled. You guys were talking about Russell being rankled. Are they going to the virtual safety car, the safety car? No, in a moment. We are going to a safety car. So this will bunch them back up. And Russell's out of this car. He is done. Look like he's beached in the gravel itself. So he's jumping over the tire barrier. He's with some. What was that message? So Esteban Ocon is now also stopped. Okay, so Ocon has a left front puncher. You can see sparks at the bottom of his car. Not looking right now. Right now, they have not done a replay of the start of the race as of yet. So you got Isaac coming in. Bierman came in. Isaac came in. The both both Cadillacs came in and Ocon came in. Oh boy. Bierman a 5.6 stop. Perez 3.5 stop. Bottas a 5.1 stop, and then Ocon. So double 10.8 stop. These are double stacks that we're dealing with. Okay, so here's the start of. They're doing the replay of the start of the race. Max gets behind Antonelli and then goes on the outside. He does the switcheroo. He gets right behind Antonelli and slides around him on the inside. So he gets through that there. Clerk gets ahead to third. Max loses position too, and Leclerc gets around him. Hamilton hits. Yeah, Lewis ends up hitting Russell and spins him. That I think that probably is a racing incident. I'll have to go back and look at that one more time. So Hamilton's ahead, and so far it looks like he's ahead of Russell. Russell gets a little bit ahead. Oh, that's so Russell gets slightly ahead of Hamilton, and Hamilton hits the inside of Russell. Former teammates in contact right there. Yeah, that's weird. So they brought Perez. It looks like Perez may have had a puncture. So with Bottas, but they switched their tires. So Bottas started on softs, went to hards. Perez started on hards, has now gone to softs. Isaac is pitting again. Oh, this is not good. Showing, I think that was Ocon going off track. Isaac did pit again. 3-point stop time. And he's gone to another set of tires onto a new set of hards. So he went to hards to mediums, and then now he's gone from medium to hards. Oh boy. What's going on? Yeah, no, this has been a crazy first lap. We are now on lap 3 of 44. Again, we had first lap shenanigans. Hamilton did hit Russell, and then there were some things that ended up in the back, which I don't fully understand. Isaac has stopped twice to go from hard to medium now to back to his new set of hards. Didn't lose position, but he's definitely lost time. He's like 25 seconds back again. He hasn't lost position, so if he makes a charge, those of you who have him on your bingo board, you're going to make bank on points this weekend. Safety car is still out. We're on lap 3. Has not been called to come in, so it looks like we're going to go around one more time. Doing some tricky strat. I mean, he's in the back of the field, he started in the back anyway, so doing anything and doing a risky strategy is there's nothing lost there. You watching the World Cup today? I'll be watching the World Cup final later today. He could go to the end of the race on the hearts if he managed those hearts correctly. We are on lap 4 of 44. Again, the exciting incident on that first lap was Hamilton hitting Russell, is being investigated. Yeah, Russell is out of the race. Now they've marked both Russell and Hamilton with the question mark. I mean, not the exclamation mark on the yellow exclamation mark, which is weird. Usually they only did the one, what would be potentially the offender, Hamilton. In case the way you read the way you read the race control message is that the first person is the offender, person who potentially would get person who's potentially should get the penalty if one is given, and the second one is the person is the victim of it. Safety car in this lap. Safety car is ending, so we will be going back to green flag running on lap 5. Now, see Leclerc win again. Again, Leclerc right now P2. He's up 2 positions. Max is down 1 position. Oscar is up 2 positions. Hamilton is where he started. Lawson's up 3 positions. Ledbetter where he started. Colheino's up 3 positions. Borrell is down a position. Norris is up 3 positions into the points in 10. He started 13th. Gasly's down a position. Albon's up 3 positions, and Hulkenberg is down a position. Sainz is up 5 positions. Alonso's up 7 positions. Stroll's up 4 positions. Bierman's down 3. Perez where he started. Bottas is down 2 positions, and Ocon's down 4. And Isaac's where he started. So those are where people have gone. How did Max go out of position? He tried passing Antonelli. Antonelli passed him, and then Leclerc passed him again. The Red Bulls don't have the straight line speed that the Mercedes and the Ferraris do, and that's going to be the issue here. We are coming to the end of this lap right now, and so when we start lap 5, which is any moment now, depending on where your feet is, we'll be going green flag running. No, that's Hamilton getting a jump on Oscar. Let's see. They are fighting. Right now, Oscar has taken the position back, but Hamilton's right behind him. That's one of our first places of fights already. Okay, we're on lap 5 right now. Safety car is in. Antonelli's got a big jump on Leclerc. It's a 1.1 second jump. Max is on behind Leclerc, but it's Oscar is right there on Max's tail. So I'm getting a penalty. No, Max is not getting a penalty. Max is not under investigation. It is again Hamilton under investigation with his collision with George. Max is about a couple car lengths behind Charles right now, and believe Oscar's about the same distance back as well. Hamilton's about 1.1 back. He's jumping in and out of range of Oscar right now. Antonelli just did the fastest lap. Max just took it from him. It's a 151.301. So that's what our laps are looking at right now. It's the 151, 152s, maybe 150s if we're lucky. Yeah, we're not going to be in the 148, 145s in that we saw in quali. Why is Russell out? Because Hamilton hit him. The question is, was it a racing incident or did Hamilton have to give way to Russell on that scenario? Uh, there is Max going on the left side of Russell to pass him for second place. Now the question is whether or not Max can keep it, and that's going to be big. If Max can get a second ahead of Leclerc, it means that Leclerc won't have overtake. That's the big thing. That's again, overtake is what replaced one of the things that replaced DRS this year. Again, with overtake, it's very much like the DRS rules. When you hit the DRS point, which is basically at the turn 18, after turn 18 is the detection point. If you're within a second of the driver ahead of you, you get overtaken on the next lap, which allows you to use more energy on that lap. Varel back to subscribed 11 months. Thank you so much, Varel, for being a subscriber. Okay, so I have someone move. Again, the big winner so far has been the Williams, up 12 and 14. Norris is now up another position. He's ninth. He started 13th. The last time I mentioned him, he was in 10th position. So he's ahead of Bortoleto now. So he's again another person I said if you rolled him, he would be a good pick. He's already up 4. Sainz amazingly up 9. Isaac is up 5. Another one that I mentioned earlier. But yeah, the big one is Sainz. Actually, he's only up only 5. Sorry, reading the number a little bit wrong. Make that a little bit bigger. There you go. It's gonna help. Alonso out. No, Alonso is still in the race. He's just 21 out of 22 cars. Giving me another happy birthday. Thank you so much. Again, we are now in the race right now, so you can do birthdays later at when the race is over. Did Hamilton get a penalty? We don't know yet. He is under investigation. So Max has gotten back to second place. He is 1.3 back. Leclerc is 0.6 back. So that's the big thing is that as these, again, Leclerc is 0.8 right now. I think Sainz track limits turn 4 on lap 5. So that was three laps ago. Track limits has been something of an issue this weekend. The F2 racers did not know what track limits were. And there were 3 different penalties given out for track limits, and then another half a dozen drivers who were black and white cautioned for track limits, meaning they had gotten 3 track limits, and the ones that got penalties got 4 track limits. So that is significant. Norris passing Colapino for 8th position. Got Oscar right now, sandwiched between Leclerc and Hamilton right now. Someone's saying yellow. I don't. Yellow flag. Why? Yellow flag in sector. Marshals are on track. Turn 5. What's going on? A track limit is just a suggestion. Yeah, they were just a suggestion in sector 2. So there are marshals on the track at around turn 5. They are now off the track. So it looks like they ran onto the track to get something. So again, we just had marshals on track. That's what brought out the yellow flag. There were no cars in that sector at all, so that why they were able to go on the track and get. It looks like something must have been on the track. Someone said something about debris on track. Someone said something about signs losing a piece of their car. So we got a little bit of a train with Leclerc, Oscar, and Hamilton right now. Norris is on getting close to the so Hamilton just passed Oscar. Yeah, Oscar just kind of just gave way for Hamilton right now. Oh, oh, the debris was from I think Oscar and Leclerc. Oscar came on the inside of Leclerc, touched wheels, and probably a piece of the. So Leclerc Oscar incident, turn 5 noted. They put Leclerc first in that note. I'm not sure that's correct. I think that's more on Oscar than it is. 5-second time penalty for Hamilton for causing a collision that which took out George. 10-pound donation. Happy birthday, Crash. Let's go, Max. Go. Thank you again for again, Paula, you're a legend in chat. Thank you so much. So Hamilton has a 5-second penalty, which he will have to serve. He will have to actually serve, because he's going to have to pit at some point so when he pits for his next set of tires, he will have to serve that. Norris is catching up fast. Norris is right now 7th right now. Moving on Lindblad, he was 1.3, 1.1. He's on a hard tire, so he's on a different strategy from everyone else. That's going to be interesting. Elwax, a $20 donation. Happy birthday, Grash, my fellow Patriot. I'm a New England Patriots fan, by the way, from the Boston area. I grew up in the Boston area. Via Max, I got another Maxiteer. Thank you so much, Elwax, for the donation and the happy birthday. Go Patriots. Pittsburgh's the first tough one for the FIA. Ooh. Right now at the status of the race, we've got basically Anthony, Max, Leclerc, Hamilton, Oscar in their little world right now. Then we got Lindblad, Norris, Lawson, Colpino, Gasly, I believe. We go back down to Borlau in the next world. Albin, Hulkenberg, Sainz, Isaac Behrman are in their world, and then we've got the Ocon, Perez, Bottas world, and then the Aston Martin world. So that's where how they fan out on track at the moment. Weymouth, I know where Weymouth is. Not bad. Mansfield. I grew up in North Attleboro, but it's the south point of North Attleboro. That's south of the mall, Emerald Square Mall. So I grew up in South Attleboro for the most part, which is part of the town of Attleboro. I was pretty much on the Rhode Island line next to Cumberland is the town next to me in Rhode Island. Oscar. So they've put Leclerc first, Oscar second is being investigated. Can Alex take the P10 or higher? I mean, right now he's. It's gonna be a. It would take. It's gonna have to take a big effort because right now Alex is in the third group. Borrello just fell back for a moment. Trying to think. Albin is basically 4 seconds back from Bortoletto, so he'd have to get out of the group he's in, and then get to the next group of cars to get into an area where he can be past people for points. We are on lap 12 of a 44 lap race. We've got 33 laps to go in this race so far. What happened to Russell? Russell got hit by Hamilton and was taken out of the race. And that is why Hamilton has a 5-second penalty. Norris has just passed Lindblad for P6. He's now 8 seconds behind his teammate. But he is on a charge right now. And he's also on hard tires, which is allowing him to make that charge right now as well. He's already almost half a second faster than closer to his teammate. We'll see how Norris goes in a few moments. Lindblad falling back. He was within a second of Hamilton. He has now fallen back. Hamilton is within a second of Leclerc, and Leclerc is within. So at 0.7, 0.6 for Hamilton and Leclerc to. So it's Hamilton, Leclerc, and then Leclerc to Verstappen. Evidently's got a 1.7 lead on on Max. So. I mean, no. There's also pit shenanigans that have to happen as well. If there's a bad pit stop for any reason, Verstappen can take the lead of the race. Hamilton is now 0.4 on his teammate. Leclerc has fallen back 1 point over a second on Max. Hamilton making a charge there. He was just right behind his teammate. He is stalking Leclerc right now. Isaac right now is making a charge. He is 12th, and he's 3.4, 3.3 seconds back. Hamilton making the case for himself over the radio that he's got pace and is faster than Charles. Hamilton was just right behind Leclerc, has now fallen back a second behind his teammate. Looking back at the other, Norris right now is 6.5 behind Oscar at the moment, 6.4. So he's advancing on his teammate. the Joss training. Oh my God. For those who don't know, Joss is the father of Max Verstappen. Did Oscar get damage? I think he did get damage. I know there was a piece of, I'm not sure whose car it came off of, but there was debris off one of those cars when they collided. It looked like more. Well, it might have been. I'd have to go back and look at the incident when it happened. Well, right now, within a second of Colapino. Now we're on lap 14 of 44 right now. Is Perez suspension broken? He just, after 11 laps, he's come on for a new set of hard tires. No, I mean the used set of hard tires. No, I think the soft tires are just done for Perez. Let me see. He's still in the pit right now. Yeah, my sister's saying happy birthday to me. That's what you guys heard. Is Perez out on track? I'm looking for him. I don't see. Gasly pitting right now. So that puts Colpine on the 9th, Bordello 10th, Isaac to 11th, Hulkenberg to 12th. Again, Hulkenberg is Isaac is already pitted. He's on a new set of hards, 12 laps already, but he doesn't have to pit again. He is within 3/10 of Bortoletto right now. Sainz is pitting. Gasly is pitting. Gasly was a good stop. 3.4. Well, that was slow, but it wasn't in this day and age. Not disastrous. Sainz is still in the pits. He's still. What happened with Sainz? It was a horrible pit by Sainz. Yeah, Perez is still in the pits. Do you guys have someone said he might be, his suspension is gone. Guys, you don't need to pray for people to win. I mean, they're going to win on their talent. God doesn't have to put the thumb on the scale. That is gross. Arnox, Oscar doesn't make a good race. Don't make good. He can't be still behind the top four. I mean, right now he's fallen back several seconds. He's 3.5 back. Norris is now charged to 3.7 behind him right now. So, Arlock's a first-time chatter. Thank you. Welcome to chat. Yeah, I think Oscar has damage on his car as well, which is not. It'd probably be a wing piece, front wing. So if he came in when he pits, one of the things we may want to take a look at if he gets a new nose. Perez is retired. Did someone have why Perez retired? Someone said a suspension issue, which has happened to his car before. What's the total number of laps? 44 laps. We're in lap 16 of 44. 29 laps to go in this race. So right now, the Leclerc Oscar incident is being investigated. The assumption of the race controls that is it's Leclerc's fault initially. We know that Hamilton has a 5-second penalty for having caused a collision with Russell that brought him out of the race. No further action on Leclerc Oscar. So the only thing on the board right now is Hamilton's 5-second penalty, which he will have to serve when he pits. Again, we're on 16 laps on these mediums, so we're coming to the pit window for for the top five. Isaac is seventh right now. He has gotten past Bortoletto. He's 11 seconds behind Norris right now. Lindblad is pitted. Ocon is pitted. They've gone medium hard. Ocon went medium hard as well. Bottas takes a position based on Ocon being in the pits. Okay, you guys are repeating the same message over and over again. You one letter wonders. Come on, please stop spamming chat. So Max is going into the pits right now. He went 16 laps on a medium tire. See where he comes out. Here he comes for the pit stop. He's going to a hard set of tires. That was a good stop. 2.5. Quick using energy or what, you guys? So Max with a 2.5 stop. So the moment with two Ferraris are. Well, we'll see. I mean, we've still got pits from Antonelli, Leclerc, Hamilton, Oscar, and Norris right now. Max is going to come out behind Norris 2.1. 21 seconds behind. Virtual safety car. Why do we have a virtual safety car? Oh, geez. So this is a good time for people to make those stops. You're gonna only 11 seconds time lost under the virtual safety car. The VRC is already ending. So yeah, no, Antonelli's not going to get a. They're telling Antonelli to box, but he's not going to get the benefit of the virtual safety car. He is pitting, and that makes sense to pit right now, anyways. What happened to Max? Max pitted. That's all that's happened. Leclerc right now is the leader of the race by virtue of pit order right now. But again, we've got Leclerc, Hamilton, Oscar, Norris not having pitted yet. That brings us Antonelli, Max, Isaac in another group altogether. Bortoletto and Hulkenberg haven't pitted yet, so they are in the points, but for the sake of being in by not having pitted yet. That really puts Bierman, Lindblad, Gasly moving up in those positions. So they're really the last 3 point getters at the moment. Track limits, turn 4, lap 18 for Hamilton. So that was the last lap. So track limits on Hamilton. Norris is is on, yeah, he is on Oscar right now. He's a half a second behind. I suspect. Well, here's Lando. He's on Oscar right now. So what's the plan right now? Are you telling Lando or what's going on? Let's take a look. Lando's behind Oscar. And there we go. There's the move. And that is going to let Lando is going to take the position. So Lando moving up to third. Again, we haven't seen pits from Leclerc, Hamilton, Norris, Oscar. So the order right now is not as the board is in one place and where people are two different places. Hamilton, well, we got gap to gas, so we need to serve a 5 second penalty. That's why. Oh, another one. Oh, Hamilton's not happy. Hamilton is not happy with his engineers at the moment. What? Oscar taking the position back from Lando. What's going on? Why we're not being shown that on screen? So this is Oscar going on the inside of Lando and taking the position back. Why was that not shown on TV? I don't know why. Virtual safety car has been deployed. Lindblad lost an incident, forcing another track noted. Why are teammates forcing each other off track? We have a marshal on track. So they're telling Leclerc to pit right now, but are they're trying to clear the track. So they just told Leclerc to box, and they just told Hamilton to box. So they're going to try and do a double stack. Oscar's pitting as well. So the question with Oscar is he going to? Here is Leclerc. Off he goes. Here comes Hamilton. He's doing his 5 second penalty. Did he serve the penalty correctly? Hamilton time is 10.6. Again, half of that stop time is his penalty. So Norris right now is our new race leader. He's on a hard tire, so he doesn't have to stop anytime soon. Right now, Leclerc is 1.2 seconds behind. Barrel had a 2.5 stop. Elgerbert coming in. Uh, I don't know when we've gone green again. I don't know when we went green. So Norris does have to pit, but he doesn't have to pit right away. He has got a 2.1 gap on Leclerc. Oh, oh, one of his engineers and got fell on fell on his car. And I had to stop Hamilton. That's where 2 seconds of at least 2 seconds were in that. No further investigation between Lindblad and Lawson, forcing another driver off track, so they're going to ignore them. So after most of the pit order, Leclerc is technically in the lead of the race in pit order. Antonelli is second, Max is third, Oscar's fifth, and Hamilton is sixth. I'm assuming Norris is going to fall back behind his teammate, or behind Hamilton, but ahead of Isaac. Isaac right now is 7 seconds behind Hamilton. Hamilton's 5 seconds behind Oscar. Again, he would have been closer if he did not have that time penalty. The question right now is how long can Lando go on those hard tires? He is losing time to Leclerc, who has new, fresher hard tires. Oscar needs to go for Max. He does. He's somewhat gaining on, but not quite. Hamilton is gaining on. He was gaining. He should be gaining on Oscar. See, Barlow is 8th, Lindblad, Lawson 9th, 10th. Hulkenberg ended up being 11th after those pit order. We've got Gasly, Colpino 12th and 13th. But we've got Hulkenberg, Gasly, Lawson, Hulkenberg, Gasly, Colpino all bunched up together at the moment. Oscar slowly advancing on Max. Not quite. He's improving in his time, but he's not really advancing. He's like he's still over a second on Max. Max right now is 3.9 back, almost 4 seconds back on Antonelli. Antonelli's right now third. He's 2 seconds back on Leclerc. Leclerc right now advancing on Norris, stalking him right now. And he's going on the outside. He's made him pass on Lando to take the lead. So Leclerc right now leading this race. He's already got a 4-second gap, 5-second gap on Norris, and that's two laps hards versus 22 laps hards at the moment. That's the difference in tire. No penalty for Leclerc is crazy. No, it's not crazy because Leclerc was ahead of Oscar when that incident happened. Noted unsafe release, and that's because the one of his engineers fell on his car. We'll have to see if that's actually the case, that they're going to penalize Hamilton again. Scott is in chat throwing scones at me. Extra butter, it's my birthday. Actually, triple the butter, it's my birthday. Another penalty for Hamilton? Potential. It is noted right now. Not being investigated as of yet. Why does Ham have a penalty? He had a penalty earlier. He did serve. So the penalty where he hit Russell, Hamilton has served. Hamilton is right now being under investigation. Well, not it's being noted, but not yet investigated for an incident that happened in the pit lane with one of his engineers. with a Canadian. I'm so happy that wing was changed. It's not a plane race. Um, it's the thing about the so those who don't know what happened is that Red Bull decided to revert back from the flip wing or the Macarena wing that they were building to a more traditional wing, um, but they haven't ruled out going back to that wing. I think there's things about that wing that they're still trying to understand. Part of it is that when you flip the wing, the how the air goes over the wing over the body changes, and they haven't. I don't think they've got the full understanding of how to do that safely. But they haven't given up on it. This is the issue. We are on lap 25. There's only 20 laps to go in this race. So we're already halfway through this race right now. As it stands right now, Leclerc is up 3 positions in leading this race. Norris is in P2 right now, but we got to put a. He's about to lose that position to Antonelli. He's gone 24 laps on a hard tire. He has not pitted yet. Antonelli right now, who's in P3, is stalking him. He's getting closer. It's about like 5 car lengths back, getting closer. There he goes. This is where he's going to make. He's trying to make his move. Lando is not giving him the room to make that move. So it's good defense on Lando so far. But Antonelli's within like 2 car lengths of him right now. They are going to investigate after the race Hamilton the unsafe release. I don't know why. Yeah, it will be the engineer falls on his sword, being like, it's not his fault. It was my fault. I screwed up type thing that he's probably gonna go. He will probably go in front of the stewards himself to plead for Hamilton not get a penalty. So right now, Antonelli is about half second back, almost 6/10 back. He's fallen back a little bit. But this is the battle for second right now. Max right now is in 4th position. Oscar's in 5th, and Hamilton in 6th. We've got Isaac in 7th, but he's 6.8 seconds back, trying to make a charge. He's gone to another used set of hard tires. And at turn 1, Antonelli is within 2 car lengths of Norris at the moment. And that puts. And here comes Antonelli. He's coming up on Norris. He goes to the left side of Norris and passes him on that straight. He did have overtake on him, so that is one of the things that Antonelli does have overtake on Norris because he was within a second of him. So he's definitely has used that energy, and he's gotten a second ahead of him already. Antonelli is 3 seconds behind Leclerc right now, so it's a matter of time to use that energy on this overtake energy to the rest of this lap to again get ahead of Norris, but also make a charge on Leclerc while he can. Leclerc has the best lap time of 149.333. His last lap was 150.088, so that there. So we're looking at our best lap time was at the 149s. Give you an idea where we are versus the quali runs that we saw earlier yesterday. What lap are we in? We are on lap 27. 18 laps to go in this race, so we're about 2/3 through this race already. So Stroll's being told to box. They have a clutch problem. So our third car is coming in to retire. So we lost a Mercedes. We've lost a Cadillac. We're now losing an Aston Martin in this race right now. Albon passes Behrman on track for 14th. So Albon and Behrman are in their little world, and then Sainz and Ocon are in their own little world right now. Give you an idea. Bottas is farther back in his own little world. Alonso is even further back. He is in danger of being lapped by Leclerc. Probably not this lap. Probably not this lap. This next lap. So on lap 28, Alonso looks like he's going to be being lapped. So we're now starting lap 28 right now. Alonso's on previous lap right now. Why is Lando not pitting yet? Because he's on a hard tire. He doesn't have to pit. Yeah, he doesn't need to pit for another few laps. He's going longer on those. He's doing an overcut, trying to do an overcut longer run on those hard tires. Basically, he's going to come out and do, right now 17, 16 laps on. So basically, he's going as long as he can on tires, so that he can push what would look like he's going to go onto a medium tire. So he's doing a hard medium strategy. He goes another 2 laps. It means he's only got 15 laps to go on those medium tires, which means he can go much longer because basically Max went 17. Oscar's gone 20 laps. So did Leclerc. Antonelli did 18. So if he goes longer on those hard tires, he can charge longer on those medium tires. Stroll's officially out of the race. Again, clutch, something with the clutch and gearbox, as reported over the radio. So 17 laps to go in this race. We're in lap 28 of 44. Again, this is you guys, you're asking for me. Go. Putting my name in chat so you guys can at me so I can highlight my name and see your questions. I'm not sure what you were asking, Mitch. I'm sorry I missed it. It's not that you're dumb. It's just you just don't know, and that's it's you're new. It seems like you're new to. You haven't seen you before. So please ask questions in chat. We are more than willing to answer your questions and to help explain what's going on. If there's something I say is happening, and again, this is right now Max getting ahead. Max and Norris fighting right now. Max right now in P3, Norris P4. Oscar's not that far behind P5. So that is keep an account right here. So Max has gotten ahead of Norris. Again, he's on 28. Again, 11 laps on hards for Max, 28 laps on hard for Norris. So he's tire advantage. The question is, will his teammate Oscar pass Norris now? Because he's got the tire advantage as well. What happened to George? George was taken out by Lewis on lap 1 and got beached in the gravel. Lewis would get a 5-second penalty, which he has served. What's your take on Verstappen leaving? Max isn't leaving Red Bull. You guys missed. That's not the story. Max has signed a contract with McLaren, but it's not what you think. Max signed a contract with McLaren because he is entering into a mentor role for a younger driver who's coming up the ranks. He is, and I forget, he's a Dutch driver, and he's in the McLaren Junior Academy. So that's what you're hearing about Max signing with McLaren. It's because he's doing a mentorship role. I don't want to yo-yo racing with Oscar, and he will explain later why. That makes sense. Um, Lando coming to they thought the window for hards was 24 to 30 laps. So Lando's on the end of that window that F1 is the F1 TV is suspects he's on. We'll see where he will when he comes into the pits. I suspect he's gonna if this goes any further, goes like another 5 laps, he could go onto a soft tire and go 10 laps. So if he goes another 5-6 laps on that hard tire, he could be coming out charging on a soft tire. So it could be a hard soft strategy. I say Norris in the pits. Everyone Norris is with new tires. Yeah, Norris is the only one who hasn't done their mandatory pit stop so far. Didn't Oscar have damage? Yes, but I think he's okay. They are telling Lando to box. How many red flags on my birthday cake? I don't know. I didn't pick up my cake yet. She should leave Red Bull and make George hit. Well, that's if he goes to. I doubt that. What's going on? Oh my God, this is a bad stop for Norris. What a 7.8 stop for? Oh my God, that's a disaster. Isaac can't be only rocket ship teams. I mean, Isaac started from the. He's up 15 positions, dude. He started literally back of the grid. He's now P6. That's a recovery drive. I don't think he's going to go to Mercedes. Will drivers pit again? No. At this point, I think. I mean, all the leaders are on hard tires except for Norris. Norris has fallen back to P8, further back than he should be. He's going to have to pass Bortoletto, which he didn't have to previously. Leclerc saying that first to second gear is so bad, so something's up with that gearbox with those gears. Now, granted, Leclerc shouldn't have to be using first and second gear. He doesn't have to make a stop for the rest of this race. So if he stays, 3 and above, which he should be good for the rest of the race. Antonelli right now is in the second of Leclerc right now. Granted, Leclerc does have tire advantage, but Antonelli is just wow. They've done both the same lap time. Best time was 149.333. That was a while ago, though. Antonelli's about a second behind Leclerc. So where are they on track? They're in sector 2 right now. So next, if Antonelli can keep that be under a second gap, he will have overtake on the next lap. How's Kimi able to use more energy than other drivers? I don't think he's. I don't. I mean, he has had overtake on several drivers, and that's one way you can get more energy to use. But I'm gonna say this is gonna be controversial. I think Antonelli's better than Leclerc already. He's in this weird generational talent, super elite generational talent, and I think he's just pure race. He's just better than Leclerc. Leclerc has more experience, but I think, and here we are. So Antonelli, I think he may not head over. F1 TV is saying 1.1, showing under a second here on our timing chart. So I don't know if Antonelli got to overtake. You think Hamilton's 4 seconds behind Oscar right now. That's the big one. He's gonna have to charge. We've got 12 laps to go. He's got to charge to get to Oscar. So that is 4.1. We are on lap 33 of 44, 12 laps to go in this race. And I still 100 for that. Yeah, no, we still have a fight for P1 right now. So they're telling that Leclerc has been squeezing cars around turn 5. That's interesting. That they've told that to Antonelli. So they're basically giving a heads up around turn 5. Don't try and pass him there. That's what they're basically saying. He is stalking him. He's closer. Where he was a second back, now he's under 7/10 now. Bottas slowed for Leclerc. Well, yeah, but Bottas had to because he's been lapped. That he's been given a blue. He was given a blue flag because he's a lap down. Hamilton right now 3.6 seconds behind Oscar. You guys are looking for hammer time. Again, he's got to charge more than a half a second on Oscar. Here comes Antonelli. He's got left side of Leclerc. He makes the pass. So it's now new race leader Antonelli. He is now 4/10 ahead of him, half a second ahead of him. 7/10 ahead of him. This is gonna be important that Antonelli gets ahead by a full second. So right now Antonelli's gotten 7/10 on Leclerc. Max is third, but he's 6.9 seconds back. He's in own little world right now because Oscar's 1.8 seconds back. Hamilton is now 3 seconds back. Isaac, who's 6 right now, is 8.2 seconds back. Norris is, they just blew that time on me. He's 9 seconds back. Bora's 8 seconds back. Nyla is 2.6 back, and then Colpino is 9. So we're spread out with the exception of Lawson on Gasly and Leclerc and Antonelli right now. And the gap right now between Antonelli and Leclerc is 0.7. Leclerc will have overtake capability on Leclerc this lap, though he is falling back. He's now a second behind. We'll see if he uses that pace, uses that energy, or if he has it. That's another question. Antonelli just did it fast his first sector. That's interesting. Leclerc within 0.5, 0.6 of Antonelli right now, so it's bouncing a couple tenths here and there. Do you know why the stop from Norris was so long? It's because it was a bad stop. They bumbled that stop. The left rear wheel went on and didn't go on right, and they had to take another shot at doing it. and that was seconds that they wasted. And then Norris had to come out and then had to basically pass Borletto again. Max right now was 7.4 seconds behind Leclerc. Oscar is 2.4 seconds. So those are the metrics we're looking at. Hamilton is 2.1. Again, we've got 10 laps to go, and Hamilton needs to get another 2 seconds plus on Oscar. Charles right now is 7/10 behind Antonelli. And it's been that way for a while right now as we come to lap 36. 9 laps to go in this race. Green stroke around interval times. So basically, they're over a second away, but they're advancing on the person ahead of them. So Hamilton is advancing on Oscar. Oscar is advancing on Verstappen. They're just not within the overtake range. Leclerc, which is again under a second. So Leclerc is under a second. So again, we've on lap 36 of 44. There are 9 laps to go in this race. Antonelli and Leclerc are in the back section of sector 2. Max is his own little roll, and we've got Oscar and Hamilton in their own little roles. They're progressing. Hamilton's under 2 seconds, so he's actually making progress on Oscar at the moment. Looking at what we're saying right now. I don't think Max has to worry about Oscar. I think Oscar has to worry about Hamilton. He's 1.8, 1.7 seconds back right now. Again, we're on lap 37, 8 laps to go. Channel's so quiet. Excuse me, dog. Want to add? Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. It's just that's YouTube putting ads in. Again, right now our race is at the top at Antonelli Leclerc. Leclerc has moved a few tenths up. He was 0.6 now 0.4. It's about and Antonelli's it's like a rubber band effect. Leclerc is like 4 or 5 car lengths behind Antonelli right now, and that can rubber band back and forth at times. Hamilton 1.4 on Oscar right now. The question is, will he make the move for 4th place? People are asking what happened to George. George was taken out in lap 1 by Hamilton. Hamilton got a 5-second penalty for that collision. They're telling Isaac that Norris might meet up with him in 2 laps. Norris is 6.2 seconds back, dude. I think they're trying to get Isaac just to put his head down, mostly just to tell him he's done a good race. Just put his head down and keep going. Oh, maybe with 2 laps to go, he might get it. Why is Kimmy not increasing the gap? Actually, the gap just dramatically jumped. He was about 0.5, 0.4. Leclerc was 0.4, 0.6 back. That just jumped to 0.2. Is now to 0.8. So it looks like Antonelli just did a bit of a push at the moment. Where are they right now? They are at the middle of sector 2 at the moment. Where that really matters, if Antonelli can be at the end of sector 3, Antonelli be over a second ahead of Leclerc, that will give him a big benefit. Right now he is 1.4. It just jumped. It's jumping. Wow, those times are jumping. Antonelli is ahead of Leclerc by a second right now. He's about 1.1-ish ahead of Leclerc right now. You see, they're in sector 3 right now, coming to 16, 17. It's at the turn of 18, 19. That's where it's going to be. Right now, Antonelli's got 1.2, coming to 18, 1.3, 1.2. And Antonelli, so it looks like Antonelli is going to be ahead of Leclerc enough that Leclerc is not going to get an overtake for that next lap. That's going to be huge for Antonelli to help pull him ahead. We are on lap 39 with 6 laps to go. Hamilton right now within range of Oscar. He's coming, he's stalking him right now. He's behind him. He's got slipstream at the moment. Coming up Radion right now, those two. Look at right now, Leclerc right now is 1.1 back. Hamilton is 0.2 back. The only other place is Lawson on Gasly. He's 0.4 back. Hamilton's right on the tail of Oscar at the moment. Oscar's doing a good defense right now. Hamilton's stalking right now. 0.4, 0.3 behind him. They're at turn right now. Antonelli just finished, and Leclerc just finished sector 2. Antonelli's 1.2 ahead of Leclerc. So not much change between those two. Hamilton's fallen back a little bit. And as they go through the detection point, Leclerc is 1.3, 1.5 back. So Antonelli getting a little more distance on Leclerc, keeping him out of range of overtake. Hamilton is half a second behind Oscar right now. 0.3 behind Oscar. Norris right now is 3.8 seconds behind Isaac. That's again, Isaac's engineers were telling him that Norris might charge on him. He might catch him close to, again, we're on lap 40 with 5 laps to go. So he might catch him in the next few laps. Hamilton finally getting ahead of Oscar. This is how he does it. He comes behind him, goes on the outside, and just swoops by him at turn 6. Hamilton takes that momentum. Gets half second on him already. 7/10 on Oscar, 9/10. And Hamilton's going to break, overtake right away on Oscar. He is 4 seconds back on Max, which, he's not going to catch him. Given how he took his sweet time with Oscar, he's not going to catch Max at this range. So we've kind of know what the top 4 are going to look like. It is a question where will Leclerc make a run and push? He does have hard tires, which are both Antonelli and Leclerc are on hard tires, but Leclerc are on 19 versus Antonelli's 21. They may have used up those tires already in some way. I don't think Isaac's gonna. There's not enough time. I mean, Isaac. Isaac is 7.4 seconds behind Oscar right now. Oscar's fallen back 2 seconds on Hamilton after he's passed him. We will have to see if there's enough time. If it's more, will Norris make it to Isaac in time? Right now, Norris is 2.8 seconds back with 4 laps to go. Looking right now. Max Tears on chat, cheering for Max. Right now, Max is gonna looks like he's on the podium in third place. As it stands right now, Anthony's leading this race. He's got Leclerc behind him, 1.4 seconds back. It's actually that gap is actually um, grown, so it's to Antonelli's benefit right now. So it looks like right now with 4 laps to go, it looks like Anthony Leclerc Verstappen leading this race. Hamilton is going to come in fourth. Oscar's 2.6 back. That's another gap that's grown. Isaac is getting closer to Oscar, but there's only 3 laps to go now. Antonelli with 3 laps to go. We're looking at Alonso being lapped again. It was an incident with Bortoletto and Lindblad noted leaving the track and getting an advantage. Bortoletto right now is 8th and Lindblad is 9th. That could be significant. If that's noted, we'll see if that's investigated. The other incident is a unsafe release by Hamilton when he pitted. His engineer tumbled onto his car when he started going out. Colpino right now is P10. That is correct. Hulkenberg, Lindblad right now in the points. Lawson out of the points. It looks like he's not gonna. He had been on a run of points, so it looks like that streak is broken. Hulkenberg continues his on point unscoring streak. Lewis penalty again. We don't know if Lewis is going to get a penalty again. I'm telling Lewis how he's like advancing like a couple tenths, but like he's 3.8, 3.6 seconds behind Max. We've got 2 laps to go. We won't know about Hamilton getting another penalty until after the race. So the race will end, but the dance still goes on with the stewards, unfortunately. Norris is flying. Norris is 1.5 seconds back. We've only got two laps to go. I don't see him gaining enough time. I mean, he is the fastest lap. Gain another second. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where that number goes. It's 1.5 right now. 1.3. So we'll have to see where that number, if that number drops. We're on 2 laps to go. Right now, Antonelli and Clerk are in starting sector 3. Why did Aston go to hard instead of mediums for the last stint? They may not have had mediums to use. The only thing, because they're both fresh hard tires on Alonso. We are on lap 44 of 44. This is our last lap. Antonelli and Leclerc right now at the end of sector 1. Max is 9 seconds back. Where is Norris? Norris is 1.1 back. I don't see Norris advancing on Isaac in this lap. He's getting closer. He's 1 point. He doesn't have overtake. It's the big thing. He is on a medium tire as opposed to Isaac on a hard tire, though that medium tire has gone 13 laps. He's under a second right now as they start, and they're in they're starting sector 2. We'll see. Lando is within a second of Isaac right now. Anthony again leading this race right now. He's 2 seconds ahead of Leclerc. Norris is 8/10 back on Isaac. They're in the middle of sector 2. Is he gonna try and make a charge on him on the straight? Let's see, he's bouncing between 8/10 and 9/10 right now. This is a fight for 5th at the moment. And Antonelli's going to come across the line and take first. Leclerc is going to come across the line for second. Here come Max right now is 9 seconds back. Here he comes. He's in the grid box area, and he's crossing the line for third. So we have our podium. Antonelli, Leclerc, Verstappen. Hamilton right now, another 5 seconds back. Oscar going to make it. Then we've got... And then it's going to be Isaac gonna itch out Norris for 6. Norris ends up being 7/10 back ultimately. Another lap, maybe Norris gets Isaac. And that's going to be our primary race right now. We're right now waiting for Bortoletto. He's 25 seconds back. He just finished across the line. Lindblad 9th. Colpino's another 25 seconds. He is going to finally cross the line. Colpino. And Colpino takes the last place for points in this race. Well, that was a race, everyone. That was action-packed stuff going on all the way to the end of the race. I want to thank everyone. Why did Russell stop? Russell went out lap 1. So again, our podium is Antonelli, Leclerc, Verstappen. Hamilton comes in 4th. He was 5.6 back. Again, he had a 5-second penalty. Oscar was 1.7 back on him. Isaac was 4.3 seconds back, and Norris 0.7. Then huge gaps going all the way down. Alonso, would you take the last car to cross the line? 2 laps down, though. Bottas was 1 lap down. Ocon was on the lead lap, but he was almost a minute and 10 seconds back. Sorry, 110 seconds back. So almost 2 seconds back. Thanks, guys. Have a nice party. Well, I mean, my party is again. I'll be watching the World Cup. I'll be watching IndyCar. There's a Red Sox game somewhere, and then I've got music somewhere else I'm going to. So, I want to thank everyone for the birthday wishes. I want to thank thank you for all of you today. I know you have choices. Thank you for being with us for this watch along. We will be back this Friday for the Hungarian Grand Prix. So FP1 this Friday, and it will be interesting this Friday because we're expecting like Aston Martin, other teams to bring essentially the B spec car. So a completely new car for several teams this week in Hungary. So. For everyone here at the Race Institute channel, again, thanks for the birthday wishes, everyone. Thank everyone who was here. Again, we'll see you on Friday. And then until then, take care, everyone. We'll see you soon.